Arriving today for the low income. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. However, really quickly before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and so I can keep you updated each and every day during this very busy time as we continue to get new announcements hitting the wire literally every single day, and as we continue to get all these new announcements coming out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, and everything that Congress is currently working on right now, including all these new bills, packages, proposals, amendments, reform to very important fixed income benefits, as well as anything in regards to money, raises to benefits, programs, stimulus checks, monthly checks, or anything else like this. Of course, I want to find all this information, break it down into these short videos so you can stay updated with everything going on, and so you can see how it's going to impact you either in a good way, a bad way, or anything that pops up right now that we can get our hands on and that we can take advantage of, especially during this time right now when things are very, very expensive. Money is tight for the vast majority of people. And again, like I've said in so many of my videos, I am very much dedicated to you and this community. That's my commitment, and I'm sticking to it. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward during this very busy time. It's only going to get even more busy over the next few days, weeks, and of course, the next few months. So let's get into it and talk about what is currently going on right now and what I'm doing here right here on the channel, and of course what is going on for the low income and of course fixed income beneficiaries, because the vast majority of you here in this community fall right into those categories. So let's get right into it. All right, now in this video I want to bring you up to speed with what is actually going on right now and some minor changes that are going to be taking place. As we have this discussion starting about right now, you'll get to enjoy some pictures that have been sent to me from those of you right here in this community from many of those items that you've been receiving as a result of this amazing Amazon project that we've been doing here for a few months now. It's going strong and it's been a really, really fun time now, and hundreds of you have gotten these packages, a lot of little care packages going out the door, arriving. In most cases, you have no clue what's actually arriving at your door because many of you have just been sending me your lists, and again, we're doing what we can to fulfill as much of those lists as we possibly can, but to be honest with you, we can't get everything the vast majority of the time because the resources that we have available to do this project is much more limited than what Congress actually has, as they literally have unlimited funds to work with. So, however, at the end of the day, we're still sending out some things to those of you here in the community, trying to do what we can to kind of soften things up a little bit because money is so incredibly tight right now. Hopefully this will loosen things up a little bit so that maybe you can take that money that you are going to spend on some of these necessities and what you're seeing here pictured, just like we pictured in so many of the other videos here over the last few months as well. Maybe you can take that money and go spend it on something else that you need. In fact, this was actually kind of a cool story. Someone that received some things maybe about, I don't know, maybe a week and a half or so ago. She received a few items and she said, "Hey, this is so nice. Thank you so much for doing this. I didn't have the money to get all these items. Well, as a result of that, since I got these items, I took that little bit of money that I was going to spend on these items anyway, and I went out and bought myself some meat." So, pretty cool story. I mean, seriously, this was something that she wasn't able to buy for herself for a very long time. So she said, "This is what I treated myself to." Not bad, right? I mean, seriously, whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter to us. I don't really care what you do. All that I want to do is continue to help you out right here in the community. As I've said, that's my commitment, that's my dedication, and that's what we're doing here. So let's quickly give you an update here. And again, these pictures should be flashing still here on the screen for you. And again, these are just some of the latest pictures. And as of right now, in fact, there's a bunch of packages going out today already. In fact, I've already gotten a number of different alerts coming out from Amazon. Delivered, right? So it's kind of funny. In fact, I was texting with one of the delivery guys a little while ago. He was texting me and said, "Hey, I can't find your address. Can you help me out here?" And I was like, "I can't help you out. I have no clue where this package is going." You know what I mean? So I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't help you. I don't have a clue where this is going." So that's the thing about this. All of these orders are going somewhere different all across the country. Literally, I'm not sure if we've hit all the states yet, but I know that we've hit a lot of the states so far. I don't know if we've made it up to Alaska yet. I know that a couple have gone out to Hawaii. That's pretty cool. And again, most of the states I think at this point have been tagged. Maybe not all of them. I'm pretty sure about that. But again, a lot of the states have been dropping a few little packages here and there across across the country to most states as of right now. So pretty cool. Anyway, so this is definitely going to go on for much, much longer here. But let me quickly talk through a couple minor things here. So previously in other videos, I've been asking you to reach out down below and leave your lists of different things. Now, here's what I've noticed. And again, this is one minor change that I want to make to this going forward, starting, today, right away, is this much. When I reach out to you, when the random comment generator chooses your name and I reach out to you, I'm simply going to ask you to send me a list of your top 5 items. That's it. Because sometimes I've been getting lists of like 7, 10, 12, 15 different items. Well, unfortunately, to be completely honest with you, in most instances, we're only able to get anywhere between about 2 and 5 items, maybe 6 items in some instances, but I would say in the vast majority of cases, depending on the price and how much all these items add up to, I would say in general it's about 2 to 5 items is what we can usually get. Well, here's the problem, and again, I know everybody right now needs some stuff right now. And again, I've tried to explain this many, many times, is that the resources we have, it's limited, right? We don't have like infinite amounts of money that we can spend on this stuff. It'd be super cool, but we don't. That's not the reality of the matter. We have limited amounts of money that we're working with right now. But as a result of this, sometimes I get these lists that are very, very long. And again, nothing wrong with that at all. And the vast majority of people are so incredibly nice and grateful about all this. But every so often I get a couple of comments coming back saying, I sent you a list of 12 items. I only got 3. Am I going to get the rest? And I have to reach out and say, unfortunately, the 3 items that we got you fulfilled the dollar amount that we're allocating per person. And then sometimes, somebody's a little bit upset. So again, I'm not saying that this is everybody. By far, it is not. The vast majority of people are saying, I'll be grateful for anything. Send me 1 item. I don't really care. I'm so grateful for just anything right now. I totally agree. That's amazing. And again, I totally appreciate your really nice comments. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to ask for those of you reaching out when I do draw your names and I reach out to you and ask you to send me a list. I'm simply just going to ask you to fulfill 5 of your top most needed items right now. And again, it could be anything, right? However, I do have some limitations. And again, I do not buy clothes. I have seen some orders asking for different clothing items. I'm just not going to go down that road right now. So please don't send me those lists or those items, I should say. I'm not going to go down that road right now. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's just way too, I don't know. I just don't want to do that right now. It's just way too kind of out beyond what I'm comfortable doing right now. So I don't want to do that. I'd rather stick to just the basic stuff, all the things that all of us need, but at the end of the day, probably don't want to spend the little bit of extra money that you might have every single month on these items, like the items that you've seen pictured throughout this video. So those types of items. And again, as far as food items go, a lot of times I'm going to say probably not on food items either. And again, I totally understand food items are very important right now as well. But for the most part, food items are just really, really tough because, again, then we get into the whole idea of perishables and non-perishables. And you know what I mean? It just gets really tough when we get into that. And there's so many different factors. There's low sodium and original. And seriously, there's 5,000 different options for the same food, right? Like macaroni and cheese. There's 50 options for macaroni and cheese. Seriously, you've got to be kidding me. There's 3 options, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying about this is it just gets so difficult to make sure that we're getting everything. So that's why I'm saying let's just keep it super basic right now to just kind of the items that you've been seeing throughout this video. But anyway, that's kind of one of the major kind of changes, one of the little minor tweaks that I wanted to make about this is just because let's just make it easy for everybody. And again, like I'm saying, just being completely honest and transparent with you right now, which is, like I said, it all comes down to about how much these items actually add up to, and again, how much we can actually spend per person. And again, I'm going to be honest with you right now, generally we spend about $50, give or take, per person. And again, it could be 45, it could be 50, it could be 55, it could be 57, it could be $49.62. I'm just saying, we try to keep it around that $50 range. The people that are helping me fulfill these orders, I basically just tell them, I said, hey, just kind of keep it around 50. If it's a few dollars over, fine. If it's a few dollars under, fine. Just do whatever you see fit. So that's kind of what they've been doing to help me out with these orders here, which, by the way, yes, I do have 2 people now helping me fulfill these orders. So again, we're trying to ramp this up as quickly as we can here with the bandwidth that we do have available to us to kind of get this thing rolling out here. But anyway, Again, just being totally honest with you with the dollar amounts that we're spending on this kind of stuff right here. And sometimes, for example, some of these laundry detergents are very expensive, for example. Like you could get a 2-pack of these huge jugs of, of laundry detergent. Some of you have been receiving these, right? In fact, you probably saw some of them in the pictures in this video. But some of these like 2-pack jugs of detergents are like $25. Well, if we get that along with like, you know, a big old pack of TP, I mean, there you go. There's $50. You know what I mean? It goes very, very fast, if you know what I mean. So $50 does not go very far anymore these days. However, in some instances, maybe we can get some body wash and some shampoo and conditioner and bar soap, and we can get, you know, shave cream. We can get a whole bunch of this stuff for $50. So in some instances, it's 4, 5, 6 items. In other instances, it's 2. So just being real with you right now, some of the different things have been going on. So just wanted to make this simple, kind of one little tweak that we're making here. And honestly, we haven't really made any tweaks to this thing so far. It's been pretty good so far. For the most part, the vast majority of people have been getting their packages. There's only a couple people, a small handful of people that, for whatever reason, packages were not able to be delivered. There was one person that I ordered the packages, Bridget, if you're watching at all by chance. This was way back in June. It was supposed to be delivered way back in June for Bridget in Alabama. And for whatever reason, it said running late, running late, running late. I just looked at the order a couple days ago. Still says running late. And I called them up and I was like, hey, I called Amazon, by the way. And I was like, hey, what's going on here? This was supposed to be delivered like 2.5 months ago. Where is it? And they're like, I don't know. It's just running late. And then they ended up sending me a refund. So again, super sorry about that, Bridget. Bridget, if you're still out there, please send me another email. I'll do what I can to make this right for you. But again, this is just one example. I would say the vast majority of these packages have been delivered. So anyway, some of them do not get delivered, but I would say it's a very, very small percentage, like 1% maybe. At this point, I do not know how many packages we've sent out. I would say it's well within the several hundreds, probably approaching about 500 now. And again, just kind of guesstimating based on how many we've sent out here. It's a lot, right? So I've actually wanted to do this, and I think it'd be super funny to do this, is I've wanted to bring some screenshots of my credit card statement onto the screen here and just show you. I'd obviously have to black out a few different things, like different numbers and stuff like that, but I think you'd find it to be a little interesting. The statement is like a lot of pages long, and there's like tons I mean, literally hundreds of transactions from Amazon. It's kind of funny. So every time I look through it, it's like, wow, this is crazy. You know what I mean? It's kind of exciting at the same time because I look at it and I just feel like, you know, I just feel so good about this. I honestly don't even really care what the bill is. It's not really a concern of mine right now. I'm just doing what I feel is right to me right now. And to me, this feels completely right to do this. And like I've said before, this community is absolutely amazing. I love all the people here in this community. As I've said so many times over the last couple of years now, I've said it is my dedication and my commitment to do whatever I possibly can to help you out here. And I'm going to stick to that. And I just have the belief and the faith that something will happen here, something will follow through, and ultimately, you know, it's all going to be good. It's all going to be just okay? So I'm not worried about it one bit. Just going to continue on course here, just continue to do what I feel is right in my heart and what is right for all of you here in the community. And honestly, that is helping you out as much as I can. So I'm super grateful for all this opportunity to be able to do this for you. It's an amazing thing that I've been able to do. And I'm just so excited to have this community and to have all of you here and to be able to do this. So again, we're going to continue ramping this up here. I know it's been kind of a slow grind to start. And again, I apologize, but again, we kind of had to work out some of the kinks here, some of the little moving parts here. Like I said a couple months ago when we started this thing. Actually, I believe we started it way back in the end of May is when we started this project. It could have been the end of May, could have been the early part of June. I'm not really sure, but it was about that range. End of May, early June is when we started this. And at that time, I said, hey, I don't really know how this is going to go. We're just going to wing it and we're going to fix things as we go. Well, we haven't really had to make any fixes. For the most part, it's been a pretty good machine that has been just oiled pretty well and going pretty slick. So I'm super excited about it and I'm excited to ramp this thing up even more. So anyway, just wanted to come back, share some more pictures with you, grab some more comments down below because again, I'm always choosing more comments. One more quick side note. I'm going to throw a couple things out here really fast here. Be sure to continue watching your messages. I've seen down in the comments section, some of you reaching out saying, where would I see a message from you if you send me a message? It's literally a reply to your comment. So when you go onto YouTube, whether it's on a computer or a tablet or on your smartphone, somewhere on the app, there should be a place that says notifications. Look on the YouTube notifications. That's where you're going to see your replies from me. Literally, it's just a reply to your comment. So if you write a message down below and say, hey, I need paper towels, TP, and I need some Dawn dish soap, and I need some Gain laundry detergent. Okay, cool, right? So if that's what you write to me, if your name is chosen and I write back to you, I'm literally just going to reply to your comment, and it'll show up in your notifications tab. That's where you can see it on YouTube. So again, like I said, whether you're on a computer or on your smart device, something like that, there's going to be a notifications tab somewhere. It's whether you're on iPhone or whether you're on Android. Honestly, I don't know what it looks like on Android. I'm an Apple person, so I use iPhone. On iPhone, I believe the notifications tab is up on the top of the app. So that's where you're going to find my replies. If I reply to you and your name is chosen, that's where you're going to find is under notifications, and it's going to reply to your comment. So just side note there for those of you that have been wondering. And again, watch your messages. Still at this point, maybe 30 to 35% of the people that I reach out to actually respond back. So again, just want to reach as many of you as I can. So anyway, just a little quick side note if you're still watching here. All right, one more thing I want to throw out there really fast here as well. I know the vast majority of you know about this, but again, let me throw this out there really quickly. And that is the people down below impersonating me. Please watch out for them. It'll be very obvious when it is me replying to you. When you see a response and you think it's from me, look behind the name that is replying to you. There should be a check mark. If there's not a check mark, run for the hills, because it's not me, okay? The check mark means that I am verified with YouTube, and it means that I've gone through the verification process. I've proved to YouTube that, hey, I'm the real deal, and it is, yes, it is really me. So I got the check mark because I went through the verification process. And again, I will not ask you to text, call, chat, or message me on WhatsApp. Not a thing. I don't even have it, never have, never will. And again, that is not how I communicate with people. So just want to be aware of that. I know that the vast majority here in the community know about it, but again, just have to throw it out there because I want to make sure that everybody here in the community is staying safe right now. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up right there. Make sure to continue watching those messages and in your notifications tab for any type of replies to your messages that you've left here on this video or any others here on the channel from other previous videos. Anyway, trying to do my best here to reach as many of you as I possibly can. And ultimately, over a long period of time here, I'd love to reach everybody in the community. It's going to take me a while, being real with you, and I completely understand that it's going to take me a while, but again, I want to do what I can to reach ultimately everybody here in the community. Anyway, enjoy your day. Thanks again for watching this. Subscribe down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you.